Morning, everybody. It's We Are Live. We're live in St. Louis. My name is Chris Denman. We're at Midcoast Studio in Grand Center. That's right, everybody. To my left, special guest co-hosts. Barb. Hello, Barb. What's new around the watering bowl? How are you? Barb, for those of you listening, not viewing, is pristinely placed on the console here. She's ready to rock. Behind Barb, her support human, Carly Lawrence. Good to see you, Carly.
You too.
Look how bright-eyed and bushy-tailed you are. What'd you take this morning?
Adderall. I'm prescribed, so it's fine to admit.
That's so great because I knew I'd get an answer out of something. I'm working on a little coffee, but Carly's going to sit in for the entire show today. As you can see, the black space question marks popping up. Travis Terrell coming back from New York. He's in Chicago currently, I believe, so he's going to check in throughout the show today. We'll talk to him, but joining us live in studio, the stream queen and executive producer, Christopher Gardner. Good morning, Mr. Gardner. Hello. You see that? You get it? There's a video stream, huh? That's right. And
Good
from
morning.
the back, he always looks like everyone's great aunt.
Good morning, gentleman. Good morning, Carly. Good morning, Barb.
Good morning.
Barb's looking him right in the eye.
And why don't we let everyone's weird aunt say hello and good morning to the walnuts.
Oh, wow. Wow. That literally disturbed Barb
That
when
was
you
fun.
did that.
Did you practice that?
No, I
That
just
was-
thought of it
that
just
was
now.
He's an improviser of sorts.
Yes.
Right.
That was intense.
All right,
You
Gardner.
can skip a couple levels.
I think
too,
so.
I feel like.
think you 3.2
Yeah.
over there. Yeah.
Ooh, felt good.
Oh.
So I don't.
Oh,
I
don't do that.
You know, it's cute when your great aunt does stuff, and when she starts saying, "Oh, that's sexual," that feels
And
good.
adjusting herself.
I don't like that. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what kind
Well,
of
what do you
padded
mean
bra
by
are you
adjusting
wearing?
yourself? I just kind of moved in my chair.
What? Well, if great aunt moves a little too much, she's gonna be going, oh. What? Are you a no bra wearing great aunt, or like a weird thick bra wearing great aunt?
It depends on the day.
No bra.
For the event.
No bra.
Wow.
What, is the universe telling you to do that?
Nobody's telling him to
That's
do
true.
that.
But what would
Crystals.
Coincidentally, your name would be Crystal if you were my great aunt.
I believe
Quartz?
so.
Yeah. Tibetan Tektite.
Tibetan tech
Okay,
tights.
there it was. That's the only one I ever remember. So do you? Do we just want to call you our great aunt the whole show?
That's fine.
Is that what we're doing?
Okay. Can I say? So you guys posted the pictures of you guys with the old,
Yeah.
the face app old thing.
Yeah. Did you hear? Well, you probably didn't, but go ahead. Sorry.
But
We posted the Face app old photos.
I
Yes.
was like, oh, there's Chris and there's Travis, and they both look old. Why didn't they do it to Chris? Why didn't they do it to Gardner too? Did they forget to put Gardner's picture on the app?
Gardner, do you have the photo
I
of
was
you
like-
available?
Oh, they did do it on him. It's just everything is just a little bit accentuated.
That
I
was hilarious.
might.
We decided
There
that
you go.
Gardner definitely dates a black woman and invested
Oh yeah.
and invested in. He's Jimmy Buffett. Margaritaville investor. He. What was it? We were also calling you the hip dude from Jurassic Park.
Yes.
You started
and
Jurassic
I would
Park.
love to be
except-
an Attenborough.
Yeah, exactly.
That
He
family.
was the first dinosaur in Jurassic Park.
Yes,
That's
exactly. Huh. What else did we decide? Were you a, what did you invest in?
A stock.
I can't remember what old you was investing in. I know I was a graphic designer for a small wine firm.
Well, that was the good photo of
Yeah.
you. And you like to travel to the Southwest by yourself.
Of course,
Yes.
right. Yeah, we're not really sure what I do down there, but
Yeah.
I come back with so many ideas. It's always
Because then there
interesting.
was, I'm trying to grab these right now. Then there was this one of you,
Oh no.
who I call Rick. And he's got a lot of problems, a lot of issues,
Right.
and he likes
man.
to drink them away.
Yeah.
You've been through a lot in that.
I
And the
have.
Florida Panhandle.
I didn't see why, whenever I would tune into that stupid-ass show, True Detective, I didn't see why people were so into McConaughey's character. He was just a good-looking guy. In the present, when he had the ponytail. That's just a handsome dude. I don't know why people thought they were using words like haggard about that. I
You
just
wear
thought
the
he looked
same
nice.
shirt, or is that a different
No,
shirt?
different. I switched it up. Yep. Those palm trees on
Just
that.
a different
There's
print.
obviously
Okay.
seagulls on this
He knows
one,
what he
Mr.
likes.
Gardner.
Come
yeah.
on.
Come on.
So, should we get Chris for his birthday? One of them print shirts, probably navy blue. Whatever can be on it. It doesn't
Right.
matter.
Another season of Stranger Things comes back. I'll have a new look to go after. I got my Harbor look going on right now. So
is that
okay,
what's going on?
Did you do the old lady app? Did you do the face app?
Oh,
the old
yeah.
Thing? Yeah. Did you look like
I
you were?
just looked like I was melting.
Oh,
it
okay.
looked like me, but melting.
Yeah. Maybe you hang out at Lake of the Ozarks a little too much.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Kind
You
of.
been to Party Cove? Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of not breaking away from hugs from your son's friends. Like, all right. Saying, I've learned a lot.
Do you live at Senor Frog?
Big fan.
Uncle Rick beating up neighborhood kids for smokes is what Bill said I look
Oh,
like.
yeah.
In the comments. So.
Travis said a terrifying one.
Oh, this is
Well, he had a
bad.
couple of
Right.
them.
You had the best. Current day action for Travis's photo out of all of ours. Do you have that photo?
Is it this one?
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh, my
Now
God,
what does he do?
yes.
He gets.
I said he's a disgraced former college football linebackers coach who now causes problems on a daily basis at local convenience stores.
Yes. That's nailed it. Has to get escorted out. Like, listen, you've been here screaming about things for over 30 minutes. You haven't even bought anything. Can we get you out of here? Are you terrified at this photo, Carly? Not okay. She can't even speak.
I mean, he looks like. I mean, I don't want to. This is. I'm gonna say something I'm gonna regret. Can I say
Oh,
it?
well, you may. Let's not forget you are the in-game.
No, I don't wanna say it.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you tell us off air?
In-game host for
Okay.
the St. Louis Blues. She's watching her tail.
It's not funny enough to say.
Okay, good. You edited yourself. So on that note, congratulations. We had Jason Pippi in here yesterday, Director of Entertainment for the Blues, confirmed after the show. Carly Lawrence is back for next year.
Yes,
That's
I'm
right.
so excited.
You brought the cup to St. Louis this year. You'll keep the legacy going. Congratulations. No, it's huge. In
Thank
the
you.
last year, your profile and Instagram DMs have exploded, I'm sure. Did that hurt thinking about that? You're like, boy, has it.
I got some follows this year. That was cool.
Dongfest 97. every other 2 a.m. shot.
Oh yeah, my male following, the percentage is.
It's like 80%
It's like
now.
70%. It makes
Yeah.
me so sad because I want more female followers. I want to be like, hey, look at this cool mascara I got or something like that. But I'm like, my 70% dude followers.
Show your butt.
Like I just, if you're a girl listening, please follow me at Carly Laughs. I just like I want more.
Do you block people a lot, or are people pretty
No,
chill
I
by
don't.
now?
No, I don't block. I don't block.
You hear that, guys? She won't block you. Do
Oh.
whatever you want.
Oh, no. You just got set up.
I usually respond to.
To weird messages.
I usually respond to everyone too, no matter what it is.
I think that puts people in their place, or if you even just take a nice note. I don't know. You actually care about stuff too. I am kind of cold-hearted about things, so maybe people will pick up on that. They're like, oh wait, she's a human. Maybe I shouldn't be rude. So Travis is going to travel New York today. We'll get into
Maybe.
that.
We'll see.
Maybe, yeah. If not, we'll just have a black, empty space on the screen the entire time for the viewers.
Like normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just an empty cavern of no talent. Make it racist. Maybe.
Well,
we can
we'll
play
see.
Make It Feminist with Carly.
Okay, I was gonna say we cannot play Make It Racist. with
No,
us three.
we can't. Well,
Barb's black.
Barb's black. That's right. Do you want me to do a? Do you want me to do a black voice for Barb?
No, I think it would just be
We do.
We
All
get-
of us would love that.
Yeah,
we
I
give her
think so.
something, and then it's just her staring at each
Yeah,
one of us like.
exactly. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, is that how she'd sound?
Mm-hmm.
See, you're already getting into it. Big thanks to Tech Electronics for helping us outfit our studios. Check out their website, techelectronics.com.
Is that these
online.
green lights?
That is not the green lights,
Oh.
but the microphones, the cameras, the computers, the board.
Wow.
All kinds of great stuff. Tech Electronics, wonderful company from right here in St. Louis. Be great,
Everything but the green light.
literally.
Look at these lovely green lights.
I remember when we got those lights,
No, all this camera equipment is really, really nice too.
It is. I agree.
and they were asking me, "So, what do you think of the lights on the curtains?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, okay." I just kind of play along for a little while,
It's fun.
and then eventually I just like to drop in, "Hey, you guys keep forgetting that I'm colorblind, and I can kind of
Yeah.
see it.
Mhm. So I can never say.
Like if I'm up close and it's in my eye, oh, that's green.
Yeah.
Okay."
Good for you.
But on the curtain, it's just kind of, okay, there's something going on there.
Mhm.
And I know it's a different color than the curtain.
Is that why you always wear like beige, great Aunt Crystal? I'm comfortable with it. Leave me alone.
Nude.
Uh,
It's called nude.
and other things to get into today. I'm curious. Gardner, did you watch the 20-person Democratic debates last night?
I watched for 5 minutes.
You did. Can we get the intro one time? Carly, are you aware that there's a presidential race coming up in 2020?
I have heard
There's
about
a couple
that.
of things about this.
Yeah.
So this is borderline SNL sketch, but this is very real and actually from CNN. This will be the
Their
third
promo.
day. This is a promo for the debates that were last night,
And the
right?
night before.
And the night before. And again, this is not an outtake from Saturday Night Live, and this is the third day. We will beat it into the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Gardner.
The CNN Democratic presidential debates. Sanders, Warren, Buttigieg, O'Rourke, Klobuchar, Hickenlooper, Ryan, Delaney, Williamson, Bullock, Biden, Harris, Booker, Yang, Castro, Gabbard, Gillibrand, Inslee, Bennett, de Blasio. 20 candidates, two big nights. This CNN Democratic presidential debates, live from Detroit, July 30th and 31st at 8, only on CNN.
How is that not an SNL sketch?
I don't know. And we wanted Kate McKinnon to play every single one because they don't have enough cast members to fill out the entire thing.
Yeah.
Wow,
How
they
amazing
could
is
really
that?
do something. Like,
Yeah.
oh, wow.
That was-
Wow.
Barb, what do you think?
That was a lot.
That was aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was. Even at the end,
What
too.
angle are they going for with that?
Not sure. I'm really not sure. Just
Action movie.
Right.
Ah.
It's I guess it's just rushing in. It's just going in. It's like hopefully we intimidate
It's
you with all this
overwhelming
noise.
at one
Yeah.
point, though.
Yeah.
Like, I could see someone having a panic attack midway through there.
Yeah, I
okay,
did.
there's all those. Oh, there's 10 of them. Okay. Whoa!
Mm-hmm.
Here comes another 10 at me.
Yeah, it came out
And
very
then,
strong.
then you don't stop at the end. You're still bop, 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 dig it a boop, 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 skin it up, bop, bop, in my face.
Why is Auntie Crystal scatting?
I don't know. Well, she dated that jazz singer in the 90s. and
She
the
did.
thing.
Saxophone
Brought him,
player?
to, brought him to 2 Thanksgivings. Grandpa was pissed.
Saxophone.
Is that who Aunt Crystal would date? I thought she'd be more of a sousaphone lady.
Well, now you're talking more into classical music, though.
Well, I tried to play along, and I have no musical knowledge.
Yeah, that's what happens.
That'll do it. You know what else? We can say thanks to St. Louis Counseling Services while we're getting things out of the way
Yeah.
here this morning. Big shout out to Tom Duff. He also hosts the podcast Mental Health Matters, recorded right here at Midcoast Studio in Grand Center. Check them out anywhere you can get podcasts. They got a video podcast coming up. Their guest is going to bring in a very, very helpful mental health advocacy dog. I'm not saying it right, but it's definitely, I'm looking forward to it. So Barb, you have paved the way for more animals to be in our studio. So big shout out to Barb as well. But St. Louis Counseling Services, counseling for businesses, individuals, schools. They can help you out with programs and the like. stlouiscounseling.org online for more information. Again, huge show today with Barb and Carlin. Very excited about that. I'm thinking Gardner. I'm looking over this thing, and it's like all this stuff Travis is going to have to do. Carly, real quick. So
What are we doing here?
no, I'm moving into the next thing. Carly's coming back next year for the Blues Job. That's super exciting.
Yeah.
Recently did a small independent film, which had to have been tough, exciting, awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
Give it to me. How'd it go?
I mean, it was awesome. We started filming.
Like a real movie. IMDb credit.
IMDb credit,
Mm-hmm.
short film. It's 26 minutes long. We sent it to a bunch of festivals. They sent it to Sundance, which that's not gonna get into Sundance.
Never
but
know.
That's what the producer that's out in LA was just like, you might as well just try it because it's a great. I mean, he had enough faith in it that I don't know, maybe it would get on somebody's radar. I don't know. But the film, it's a mix of genre of horror and comedy, and it's a movie that illustrates how men and women perceive different situations, differently.
Great concept. Yeah.
It's really cool, and I'm the lead actress in it, and I don't have a single line in the whole film.
Really?
And it's part of they did that they did that
Yeah.
purposefully, and it adds to the whole.
They did it because they ran out of time
They
after
did.
casting me, and they hated my
They did it
voice.
because
They
I saw
muted
it.
me. They literally muted me. There are scenes where I'm speaking and nothing is coming out of my mouth. No, so that's part of it. Who directed it? Who put it together? Why did you get involved outside of your just immense talent and everything else?
It's directed by Paul Hibbert and Christina Prezada. Paul and I got in touch. We had met. I think I had inquired. Like I was on STLauditions.com. This was several years ago, and came across something that he was doing. So him and I had met for the first time, and we were discussing different scripts. Nothing ever came to fruition with any of those necessarily, but then he came to me with this idea for A Really Nice Guy. Oh, that's what it's called. I don't even know if I mentioned the
That's all right.
name of it. A Really
Well,
Nice
generally
Guy.
you're muted. So
And
it's-
right, and yeah, it happened, and
Yeah. Shot here in St. Louis?
shot here in St. Louis, mostly in around Cherokee Street by that park, but
Which park?
I don't know what the park is called.
Was it Benton Park?
Yeah, Benton Park.
Okay.
It was shot mostly at Benton Park, but yeah, we're all really excited about
From the
it.
clips I saw and everything, it looked really done well.
It's really well
Yep.
done. The score is incredible. Like
Yeah.
I'm really excited about it, and I really look forward to working.
First time
working
doing
with
it?
them again. First time doing what?
A movie with that much going on in it.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, my first IMDb credit came from this movie, Superman World War, that I was an Andrew's sister. I was like I was a kind of a background person, but it was still like a credit for me. But yeah,
Right.
this is the first like big thing, and I hope more stuff comes out of it.
Was Barb supportive of your choice to
She was very
okay.
supportive of choice. She wanted to be in the film, but maybe next time.
no go
She's just
nothing in
not
the background?
ready.
Then we could have used it for Dogs on
Yeah.
Film, which we do every Wednesday with Dr. Ed from Hillside Animal Hospital, which we played that yesterday, and I was like, oh, listen to Carly, to Jason. Gardner, IMDb credit you most covet. What TV show, movie is out there? I think I know.
No, wait.
I think
That I would want to be in, or that I could possibly be in the future.
I think there's a few options here. May I guess? So the next installment of National Treasure,
Yep.
as someone, maybe it's like in our intro where you're thinking with a pen in your mouth. Maybe you're playing a journalist, and they just kind of walk by you, and you're in the background, and you casually walk by like some massive artifact. Does that work?
That's fine.
Okay. I don't want you talking in it. You might get a little weird. That and then Ancient Aliens.
I'd like to be getting arrested or something like that.
Okay. Smoking a cigarette and then putting out your hands to get arrested. Okay. What
Something
about
along those lines?
Ancient Aliens?
Oh, I don't have
You could be the guy they interview that saw something fly over Forest Park.
Okay, that's if something yeah, I can't do that though. It would never be Forest Park #1
Why?
because there's too many drones now, and I
Oh
don't.
my God.
I
He's
would
thought about
never.
this, Carly.
Yeah, there are so many drones now that it's hard to differentiate what you're seeing at night now, possibly. I got scared driving once through the park because I'm like, oh my God, there it is. No, it's a drone.
Oh.
It's 10 o'clock at night.
I
It's
didn't
hard
even
to
think
tell.
about that. People have drones all
Yeah.
over the park.
Why?
I use photos and stuff, right?
So it's harder
Peeping Toms.
to tell what's going. Yeah, my neighborhood.
Really?
I think that's happened before.
Oh no, that's horrible. I
Because
was
there's
joking.
there's a few high rises over there.
And there's drones like looking in the high rises.
Yeah,
That's weird.
you can get it.
Oh.
I've walked through Chow Grove Park in the middle of the day. There's nothing going on there except for drug addicts going in and out of the bathrooms. And there was one dude who would set up shop in a somewhat wooded area in a like bikini brief, and he would bring a whole long, the lawn chairs you can lay down on. He would be there every day at the same time, putting it out there just enough where someone could see him. And I was like, I don't know if
That's
this
cool.
is the best place.
That's all right.
Yeah, you're down with it?
Yeah, it's cool.
Okay. Well, next time wear a little
She's
more
a very
clothing.
liberated woman.
Yeah, thank you, Aunt Crystal. It's very
I
helpful.
do like that.
Ron
I'm
Finger.
gonna open up a restaurant called Aunt Crystal's.
You do that.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
I'd go to Aunt Crystal's. What's your specialty? Biscuits?
Let's work on that.
Okay.
We'll discuss
Or
the menu later.
or is it completely just the worst vegan restaurant you've ever been to? Because you've claimed to be vegan,
I
but
can't do
you're not.
that because
Okay.
I would never claim to do that.
All right.
I love sandwiches.
Even Aunt Crystal wouldn't. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad actually recently, you bring up National Treasure,
Sure.
called me about a week ago. Said, hey, what are you doing in late August? You want to take a trip with me?
Oh no.
I'm like, I don't know if I can get off work. What are you doing? He's like, I'm going to South Dakota, going to Custer, Sylvan Lake.
What's that?
I'm like, Sylvan Lake, really? Sylvan Lake is where they filmed part of National Treasure Book of Secrets.
Carly knew that. I mean, it's common
Duh,
knowledge.
yeah.
Because
right?
everyone assumes that
Yeah.
the lake you're seeing in that movie is behind Mount Rushmore. There is a lake behind Mount Rushmore, but it's not the lake they filmed in. It's still several miles away called Sylvan Lake.
Mm.
I have family that live right near there. My dad's going to visit. He's like, you want to come? And I'm like, maybe I will go look for the City of Gold myself. And then it's kind of prep work for National Treasure 3 in my whatever appearance it might be.
Okay. So you're looking at. So this is happening when?
We'll see. I told him
Okay.
I didn't know if I could go or not.
Yeah. Do you want to go?
It'd be not.
I kind of want you to go.
I could go.
Yeah. We'll look
could
into
go
that a
enjoy
little bit
myself.
more.
Because nice recreational lake. I looked into it as well.
This is.
I like kayaking.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. It's relaxing.
Aunt Crystal's always getting out there kayaking.
Yeah.
A woman of nature.
She is. She certainly is. That's why you can see her armpit hair.
Maybe some cliff diving.
You're a cliff diver.
Oh, wow.
I've jumped off cliffs before. I did on a float trip once while wearing a Speedo.
How long
Cliffs,
ago?
like
Were
rock
you
cliffs
drinking?
or like a man named Cliff?
Yeah. Thank you.
There must
Great
be
question.
clarification.
Yeah.
What are the options again?
Is it like a rock cliff?
A rock
or,
cliff.
Or like a young man named Cliff?
A rock cliff.
Okay.
But like on a
Like
float
a guy
trip.
named
you're
Rock
drinking
Cliff?
on a float trip.
Wow.
Yeah.
The Rock?
Yeah, the rock cliff.
Uh-huh.
What? Damn it. So I went up on the cliff, had my mesh shirt on and jean shorts for
I
the
mean,
float trip.
well,
Took
obviously.
those off.
What you were drinking at the time?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Whipped them around,
That's-
threw them down below,
Huh.
and then I was in my Speedo and I did a little circle
A
thing.
dance?
Well, you have to.
Yeah.
You have to present.
Did a straight
It's kind of like the
dart
power play
into
dance.
the yes, down into the water. You're by a cave.
Okay.
So when you're by a cave water is not as warm as the water on the river.
Saw a
You
Seinfeld
realize
episode about
that
this.
when you hit the water.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got up and was like, screw it.
Never.
Ah!
Did they cheer? Were they happy?
Yeah, they were
Okay.
happy.
Was Cliff happy?
Everyone, Cliff was especially happy.
Have you been on float trips or cliff diving or anything like that? There's a place
No.
called the Offsets where many people have died near where I grew up, and we were always like, we never
Is
went
it on
to
a river?
No, it's a quarry. It's an old quarry.
I think I've heard of that
You've
one.
probably read about it in the Riverfront
Yeah.
Times. Like another kid died.
I've
It's-
heard
it's
of
horrible.
Offsets.
It's horrible. All the St. Louis kids would come down, and then you meet them years later, and like, did you hang out at the Offsets all the time? I'm like, absolutely not. They're like, well, why not? It was fun. It's like, no, you lied to your parents and said you were going to your friend's house, and then came down and jumped off cliffs and didn't realize how dangerous it was. We were all warned of the meth heads that were there and the issues that would come from jumping into an uncharted quarry with a bunch of rocks with drunk 16 to 18-year-olds
Yeah.
around. And there were always issues like that. But I did finally go with a group of St. Louis kids that came down, and I was like 17, and I jumped off a cliff for the first time. And what happens too is I had probably Doc Marten sandals on. They get sucked off when you hit. That doesn't need to be clipped off either. They get suctioned off your feet whenever they come
41,
up. So
15.
yeah, that's always interesting. But that's the one time I've done that. I haven't done much cliff diving since then.
No.
Float trips, plenty of, sure.
I remember going off like the high platform at the Recplex in St. Peter's
We
for
did our project graduation there.
senior lock-in, and they had this thing where like they could make the water bubble, and because it acts
Too many
as like
kids pissing in there.
Well,
They're
it
like,
acts
well,
like
we
a-
can either drain it or.
it's supposed to
Take
be like
advantage of
like a cushion of sorts if you're doing like something.
Mhm.
So they have this ability to do that, or did with the water, and I did something, and I don't know if they had just turned it on when I went in or what, but I went, and then I decided to go all the way down to the bottom since I went off the highest one and touched the bottom, and I was going to come up, and the bubbles were going, and the bubbles acted for a moment, this is where I thought I was going to die. They acted like a cover for a moment,
Yeah.
because it's all bubbly, and so I was just trying to go up, and I got pushed down, and I'm like, uh-oh. like you don't
I'm
even
dying.
know, like, yeah, right, that's exactly where it goes. Like that's not it's like, okay, let me figure this out. It's like, I'm dead! Like right away. Then there's panic, and I decided I didn't even really try to go up because I think I did it one more time and got pushed back down. So I just went to the side.
Of course, as you do.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But that was not my first thought. My first thought was, ah! My mother's going to have to identify this body.
Well, you're not a brave man.
No.
Would you call yourself brave?
No, I've never wanted to be a hero.
No desire.
See what comes with that?
Carly, do you only date heroes or mostly heroes or cowards? Do you feel like
I am my own hero.
you are? Perfect. She's in a great relationship with herself.
And
I
Barb's
love
hero.
that. And Barb's hero. Anything new in Barb's life we need to know about? Has Barclay been texting her? What's going on?
You know what? Has been MI ever since he won that Stanley Cup. He thinks he's too good for her, and he's
He
not
just pops
really hitting her
up
up
in Panama
anymore.
City Beach
Yeah,
or some kind of Cancun trip or something. He hasn't been around?
No.
That's rude.
Totally ghosted her, but
Yeah.
she's all right. She has me. That's all she cares about.
Well, I'm
Oh.
happy for the both of you.
We did have a poll question yesterday.
Oh, let's throw to
Put one
that.
out after the show. Just made me think.
Oh, this is how appropriate. Wow. Carly, you're going to be offended. Go ahead.
Oh, good.
The melee from yesterday. Do all dogs go to heaven?
Carly, your thoughts?
Do all dogs
Nah, there's
go
some
to
bad.
heaven?
There's some bad dogs.
Yeah, there's some
Okay.
jerks. There's
Now
some-
the question becomes, is it learned behavior? Is it because of their owners? Are they,
are they evil?
But are there just, some dogs that are just, like you said, evil? The results. 67 to 33%. 67% say yes. So 33%, a third, say no. All dogs do not go to heaven.
Does it say more about us if we voted no or the dogs that you've ran
Yeah.
into? How do we break that down? I want to get behind the scenes of this, Gardner. You came up with the poll.
Let's do a case study about it.
I wanted to ask Dr.
Have you been
Ed.
chased by any dogs on a scooter?
No, I get barked at, though.
Do you?
Yeah.
I would bark at you.
There's
Yeah.
one dog, actually.
If my dog didn't bark at you, I'd get rid of that dog.
It's right at close to Olive and Vandevetter when I scoot on in the morning. It's a morning dog too, and they must be taking their dog for a walk at about the same time I'm scooting on by, because that dog, it will stop. Sometimes I startle it, and I kind of smile when I do that now.
Okay, so you're stealthily coming
Okay,
up
well,
on
that's
animals.
your-
I'm
So
coming
this
around a
is-
corner.
Aunt
Hey,
Crystal, you're not
I'm-
as nice as you said
I'm
you
good
were.
enough now on the scooter to where I don't have to slow down and I can kind of lean into the corner.
How
and
many
go.
times have you almost killed yourself?
Only once.
Okay, it's one time.
I
too
went over the
many.
handlebars one time.
He kind of said that proudly, didn't he, Carly?
Yeah.
Well, I was
Huh.
proud of the way I fell. I tucked and rolled somehow.
All right.
I'm able to do that still. That's good to know.
We did have.
But there is a dog that
That's what
does
you do when
bark at me.
when you're in a fire, not when you.
Yeah, thank you.
No, that's drop, stop, drop, roll.
How
just
did you fall off the
tucked.
scooter then?
I tucked.
You stopped, dropped, and tucked?
No, I didn't stop. Well, it kind of stopped. It wasn't supposed to stop
Yeah,
like
well,
it
it
did.
did anyway.
It
Like a
did,
fire.
and that's what fucked me up, is that it did that. So
getting
then
upset.
I went over the handlebars. When I did so, I tucked the head like that and did a roll and popped up. I did scrape my elbows and knees, however.
Some commentary.
And it was
from Twitter.
embarrassing.
Because he
And
was
Lou
using the
Ferrigno.
rules. He was using the rules of being in a fire
Yeah.
for falling off the scooter.
And Lou Ferrigno, the famed bodybuilder and actor, had just told him maybe a week prior,
That was a little bit time ago.
a month, whatever. He said,
Yeah.
"Stop riding those scooters." He said that
Why did he
He
say
did
that?
say that.
because he wrecked one, and he was like,
He fell
"Knock
off
it
one.
off." He said, "Quit riding them. They're dangerous."
Oh.
Said he hurt something, his
then-
ankle or something.
I'm
like that.
shocked there aren't more people getting
Oh, there
really,
are.
really,
and
really
they're,
hurt on
they're
those.
bringing it up as city bans. And again, I don't want anybody to wreck on those damn things. Shut up about that. People wreck bikes. People run into things. Cars kill more people than cigarettes. I don't know if that's a real stat, but I think that's
Travis just making up numbers.
1,000,000% probably true.
Cars cause
to.
more heart disease than cigarettes.
I didn't say that. Damn it. Cars lead to racism in rural areas.
Yeah, maybe.
Uh,
Well, they probably do in some regards.
Yeah.
They at least enable it.
Yeah, that's true.
You can get together, have more meetings.
For the for the melee, do all dogs go to heaven? I just wanted to focus on a few comments. Jamie Moyer's Fancy Foyer said heaven isn't real.
Oh, touche.
Tips Fedora.
Adora.
That made me laugh so hard. Have a few others. Who are these people voting no? People
Yeah.
were upset about
Oh.
this. I voted yes, but then I remembered my grandma's Chihuahua. That's from the Black Sheep. Can I change my answer? Chihuahuas probably bite more people than any
Easy.
other dog on the planet.
They're nippy.
They are nippy. Barb is the exception, I believe. To,
Barb is the
poor
most
Chihuahua behavior.
docile Chihuahua I think I've encountered.
It's
I
weird.
agree. Yeah.
Because
It's strange.
there's a gentleman I know that brings his Chihuahua, Louie, into the local watering hole.
Uh-huh.
But Louie, you have to be careful around. Like, even if new people are coming into the bar, you have to, like, walk them away because he'll bark and do,
Oh.
like,
That's
he'll nip.
rude.
And it's just like, come on.
We have one from Ron Finger from a tweet at Guts Danson on Twitter. Give him a follow. Dogs that believe in evolution or if they live with gays are strictly forbidden in paradise.
Wrong finger, dude.
Closing it out. We'll stop reading Twitter comments now. That was fantastic.
He's so funny. He's
That
funny
was
on
good.
Twitter.
That was very good. So, all right. If the dog died old and had arthritis, can it still make it up the stairway to heaven, or does someone have to hide
Oh.
a pill and some bread first? That's from Black Sheep. St. Peter's like, hey, I got a sausage. Come on. Some
That's just
painkillers.
rude.
Mm-hmm. Big shout out to Hillside. I said this yesterday, but my dog looks like a completely different dog after a real nasty allergy stuff over the weekend. They got her fixed up on Monday. She's good as new by yesterday, today. So very excited about that.
She had a reaction?
It's just the type of dog she is. At some point, every single freaking summer, she blows up and gets all pink and looks like I stuck her in an oven for a while. So I can't
Oh.
walk her because it looks like I abuse her. A lot of people in the neighborhood
Well,
looking
you
at me
could
real
walk her,
cross-eyed.
but you won't because you are fear judgment.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, she could walk.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
she's
what I was
still
curious.
able to walk.
So you could take her for
she
a
looks
walk.
like she's been stuffed in an oven.
You just don't want to be judged by other people.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
In my neighborhood, are you serious? Like people would take dog issues way more serious than literally anything else.
I think next time it happens, you should take her for a walk and then
Oh, and then engage the people that.
talk to them.
Mhm.
Don't really say much. Just
Mhm.
see, we'll watch. We'll have like a group watching, kind of lurking, making sure everything's okay with you. No one attacks you or anything like that.
Mhm. Thank
But
you.
just to create some buzz around the neighborhood, and then we go to the next door app and see if anyone has said anything on there.
I don't like this. It sounds like you have a bit of an agenda. It sounds like you're trying to set me up
Almost
for failure.
certainly.
Okay.
I'm just trying to have fun
At my expense.
in a way,
Thank you.
and also using modern technology
That's very nice.
and community.
Okay. Well, we'll look into that a little bit more. So all dogs do go to heaven.
That's what the majority of people say.
Mm-hmm.
67%, 2/3, 1/3 saying no, they don't.
There was an article in the New York Post, and I wanted to get Carly's opinion on it. It was a survey. Millennials say they don't have enough money to date. Millennials aren't dating because it's too expensive. I think that could be an issue, but also things are so easy now that why would you go out on a date, do all this? We can just send a text and be like, hey, I got every movie imaginable on Netflix at my apartment that I can barely afford. Come on over. Do you think that's it? You think it's a convenience thing, or are we just broke?
Wait.
Do you think it's not necessarily that people are poor? Millennials are saying in the article they don't have enough money to date. Do you think that they're just skipping the date and getting right to the Netflix and chill, with an emphasis on the chill, because we have easier access to communicate with each other?
I don't.
Does that make sense?
I
And
agree
it's a
that
cover up, so
I-
you don't have to take girls to dinner.
I agree that a lot of people necessarily don't have the money to like be dating, especially if you're the guy and you have this idea like you pay for every single time you go out, whatever. But I think that most of it may be just a laziness issue, or people don't want to be like, oh my God, we're dating. Like, I don't want to date anybody. Like, I just want to hang out with someone.
Right.
Literally, I'm saying this because this literally happened to me 2 days ago.
See,
Where
I knew you'd have something good to say about this.
two,
yeah.
2 days ago where there's a guy that I was like kind of talking to for a couple months, and then it was the other day that he said he still had he had a pair of sunglasses of mine, and I was just like, oh, and he's like, how did I get these back here? He's like, oh, I still have these of yours. And I was just like, okay, well,
Was there an
either-
actual text or conversation that said we are no longer whatever we were?
Well, hold on. So
Okay.
I was like, all right, so either burn them or take me out again. And he goes, oh, okay, well, when do you want to go out? And he's like, but I don't date. And I was just like, what do you mean you don't date? He goes, I don't date. And I was just like, oh, okay, well, that's totally cool. Like, I was like, what do you do? And he's like, I just don't take things very seriously. And I was like, oh, hey, that's cool. I've been there, but like we're totally on different pages. And he's like, well, what do you mean? And I said, well, I don't really want to hang out with someone who's already showed their disinterest in like wanting to date me. So like,
Right.
that's
People
totally fine. We
people
want
say
different
too much
things, and that's
sometimes,
okay.
too. People say too much sometimes.
What do you mean?
Too. I mean, if he would just be like, yeah, let's grab a drink.
I
do you
know.
have to?
Why
do
did
you have to make
he
it anything
didn't have
else?
to say. All he had to say was, "Sure, when do you want to go out?" But he followed it up with, "But I don't date. But maybe we can figure something out." And then I was just like, "Wait a second. We're on different pages. That's totally fine." And he's like, "Well, it's not that I'm not interested in you.
Well, you just said.
He said it's just that I'm not in a dating place right now." And I'm like, "All right, that's totally fine. No worries. Take care." And that was the end of it.
But did you get those glasses?
Yeah, that's what
back?
I was wondering.
It was a pair of sunglasses I really don't care about, so I'm not going to go out of my way to try
What
to...
if you really
To a
liked them?
degree, you were using it as hey, what's going on? Or
I
no?
didn't even reach out to him.
Oh, okay. He said
Got it. That
it.
part was in the middle. We were already having a conversation before that, and then he randomly brought up the sunglasses were just like he was
Got
like,
it.
"Oh, wait, I just remembered. I still have these of yours." Like,
Right. Is it weird dating Harrison Bader? Like, how does that work? Is it bad? Is this because he got sent down to Memphis? Like, is this the thing? You don't trust him down there? You used to live there. Harrison Bader, center fielder for the Memphis Redbirds right now. That would be really funny if if that was the guy, but I didn't know it, and you were like, I wish you'd shut the fuck
That
up, Chris.
yes, no, it is not
That is-
Harrison Bader.
I literally just
Can
made that up.
confirm.
Please don't. Seth in the
I was
comments.
ready to dump the stream just in case.
Yeah, that could have been bad.
Yeah, no, I think it's just like mostly. I don't know. I can't speak for everyone. As far as
Don't you
dating.
just go on dates for meals? Asked Bill.
No.
I would if I were a girl. I had a friend. I almost said her full name.
I can make my own food.
I had a friend that we would date, and but we were just buddies that hung out sometimes, and but she would go on dates. This was before Tinder, for sure, and she'd be like, "I gotta eat." She would have these poor saps take her out, and she's like, "I didn't say anything, promise anything." She's like, "Yeah, you want to take me out? I'll go eat." You don't do that.
No, I'm not. I can't do that in good conscience. I'll go out with someone that I.
You do open yourself
I'm
up
interested
to,
in.
and I'm not saying this is okay, like a weird, strange thing. If somebody does feel used, then you're just inviting just shitty behavior
Yeah.
back to you too.
Exactly.
Which isn't okay, but whatever. So yeah, that's weird. Some more comments. Everything he said was dumb code word for effing. He could have lied to her, cashed it in, then ghosted though.
Oh, he could. Oh, I'm not blaming him at all.
Yeah.
The conversation went really well. And
I was honest.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not saying any fault of his by any means,
Yeah.
but
Millennials.
I'm just saying we were. Oh,
Different-
okay.
Yeah.
We're on different pages.
Okay.
Yeah.
Totally
Millennials
fine.
are broke, so they lick ass and play on their phones.
That's it.
Why is that the funny? Why, from comedians to rappers to people, why is this whole ass eating thing so funny?
It's
And I
everywhere.
don't think it's
It's
something
everywhere.
that people
How
are
did this
doing.
happen?
I think it's it's phonetically, audibly, however you want. It's something in all of us that are like ass eating.
Yeah.
It's like what? Who's this?
That's never
this isn't
crossed
like a
my
thing,
mind.
When did that get on the menu?
This isn't like a thing.
Yes.
It's so funny though, and I get it, and I'll go along with any premise or any statement because I don't think that people are. Actually
I've listened. I just don't understand. Maybe it's because I'm old and I'm almost turning 40. I'm turning 40 next week. Maybe it's past me.
Yeah,
I've heard. I've listened
Maybe
to
it's
people
asked you.
discuss it. What'd you say?
maybe it's asked you. No, but there could be more.
I just pictured
But-
myself crawling over that table to get to you after that.
To eat his ass?
No!
No, damn it!
Oh.
Strangling me.
Oh.
Oh. fuck.
I thought you were gonna, try it.
Travis yells about it all the time. Normally it involves Rihanna.
Oh, that's true. And you know what? It's much like my N-word theory. If you are allowed to use the N-word in your in comedic conversation, immediately 10% funnier. If you say "eating ass" in a set or some kind of line,
It is funny when
kinda
you say
funny.
it. No, I agree there.
Seth will eat ass right after church. What's the? I don't know why the church gets brought into things. That's just unnecessary.
That's fine.
Okay, so now we know. Do we need to find the root cause of this?
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I think we just found it.
Oh my God! This could not be better timing. And for those of you watching at home, listening at home, Travis Terrell has just jumped onto the stream live from Ass Eater Central. Good morning, Travis.
You might be having trouble. All right, hold on.
Hola. Good evening.
All right.
Are you in a honeycomb, like a beehive? Like where are you at?
You hear me?
Yeah, you're going to have to stop moving around, though. That's going
Yeah.
to cause an issue on the feed. Let's see if you heard me.
Sorry. All right.
Oh man.
I'm roaming around Chicago
All right.
I heard the word
station trying to
Chicago.
find.
All right, let us know when you get somewhere a little more stable.
Yeah.
And
We'll
pop
wait on
back
you.
on.
We'll
I'm
wait
gonna
on
take the
you.
audio off. I'm just going to leave the screen going because it's like B-roll.
Maybe he'll forget.
It's just like
Do
B-roll.
something weird.
Just so he knows, I've taken his audio off for a minute until we get a little bit more stable. But I do like the B-roll factor that we do have going on with him. And I don't know, is he in Union Station, Chicago, maybe?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. That or a really, really big
He looks
beard.
said
very, he looks very
Chicago.
happy there. Look at that
Yeah.
freeze frame. It's like he's
Taking on the world,
magnificent.
right?
Yeah.
Billy Fatpants, see what happens when you all start talking about eating ass. Hello? Uncle Trav's here. This is in the romantic comedy. This is the point where Aunt Crystal kind of moves around and goes, "I have." Oh boy!
Or
what
maybe I don't even say anything. It's just
a nod to the viewers. That's perfect.
brow raise of some sort.
Speaking of things Travis loves, looks like swarms of grasshoppers taking over the Las Vegas Strip.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why Travis loves grasshoppers and or the Vegas Strip, but
It's
I
an
felt
interesting
it was
transition,
something
yeah.
that could work out there. Have you been to Vegas, Carly?
No.
No? I think you need to go whenever the Blues play the Golden Knights and maybe try and get some nightlife with hockey players when they visit Vegas, because there was like a real thing. Hockey teams had really bad records because they would go party and then lose the game in Vegas. If you would head up a behind-the-scenes entertainment look of visiting hockey teams in Vegas, I think that we've got a winner. Get all the ass eating and the like.
Before we go back to try Travis again here in a second, I wanted to show you a video of
What is the World Star video?
the. We did that the other day with them.
Get that
Get
screenshot.
Shot.
There it is.
That's
think I
terrifying.
Got it.
Kind of the.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah,
one.
it's-
Get that one.
That's perfect for his old man.
Okay,
face, too.
I got a couple there, I think. But we'll
Listen
go
to
back to
Earth, Wind, and
Travis in a
Fire.
minute. But I wanted to show you the grasshopper invasion in Las Vegas. Just kind of show you the video here. This is what's happening.
Oh dear God.
These are grasshoppers.
How are they in the air like that?
I don't.
You've got Phil from North Carolina visiting for a tech convention, just being attacked on the Vegas Strip by all these. Oh my goodness.
What?
And apparently it's just a migration.
Yeah, that's how it
Wow.
goes.
Build a wall.
Mm-hmm.
Keep them migrating grasshoppers
How
out.
terrible that would be. You plan this, once in a lifetime trip to Vegas. You come over from Europe. You come over from South Florida, and
No, it's
grasshoppers take over. That's
it's,
insane.
it's only in certain areas there, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's not like the entire city is covered in grasshoppers, but
Mhm.
there are portions as they go through that
Right.
this is occurring. And I think one of them happened to be one of the casinos or hotel casinos as well. And I can't remember which one. Maybe the Luxor is what I read, something along those lines. But there's the ass eater again.
The Black Sheep thinks Trav is short on Boost Mobile credits, and that's why the stream's choppy. Travis, can you confirm or deny?
Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Trav, can you hear? Travis, can
Yell
you
World
hear?
Star if you can hear.
You should have gotten Cricket Wireless. There
I
seems to be
heard
plenty
that.
of
Say hi to Barb, Travis. Good stuff.
No, this isn't going to
All
work.
right.
Well, we're trying. We'll see what happens throughout the show. Real quick, I'll tell you guys about Gateway Powder Coating. Huge shout out to them. They're making a custom wall logo for the studio. That's going to be metal, powder coated, and on display right here in Midcoast Studio. Barb loves them. That's right. You know
Big
why?
fan.
Because they're fast, durable, and affordable. Barb, very frugal, but she'll spend money where it counts. Gateway Powder Coating, #1 resource for powder coating in the Midwest. Carly, I know you've got a smoker. It was looking kind of rough out there on your front lawn. You want to touch it up before your big into summer barbecue? Send it to Gateway Powder Coating, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. GatewayPowderCoat.com is the website. Be sure to check them out and support them because they support us. We've got a few more comments. People are upset about the grasshoppers, all that good stuff. But
Why are they upset?
I don't know. They're mad they can fly. I do remember, I want to say it was like the late 90s, early 2000s.
The grasshoppers had many tourists leaving Las Vegas.
Carly, cut his mic, please.
That's how a news report would go on
Okay.
That's true.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, it is. In regards to other swarms, have you been around for that? What was it, cicadas or something?
I
one
thought you were
year?
going to talk about the St. Louis Swarm, their former semi-pro basketball team.
Yes, if they were still here, Carly
Ed
could
Cota
be the
used to be
voice
the
of
point
them.
guard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I do remember a swarm of something in like the early 2000s, late 90s. Have we had anything like that recently?
Oh, what did we have?
I just remember being out by my grandparents' pool,
Oh,
and I
it's
had
the
a
ones
shop
that
vac.
they come every 7 years or so.
I had a shop vac, and I was supposed to be doing, just labor or something. This was like my break.
Japanese
to
beetle?
go. No, I don't think so. To go clean around the pool, and I stood there. Now there was a ladybug thing too, but I stood there and sucked them all up into a shop vac, and I didn't realize how long and how much time I was wasting. But I just, because you're never gonna get them all. So I was just like holding it in the air, sucking them into a shop vac, and I was like close to like 40 minutes of doing that straight. And I just remember getting screamed at by my grandpa, like, "What the hell are you doing?" He just stood there. I was like, it was fun, just chasing the bugs around. So yeah, that's what you get when you hire me. Gardner, anything else before we close out the end of the hour you wanted to jump to?
No, I'm trying to figure out what those bugs were that you're talking about. And
Yeah.
it's right there, and I can't think of it. Because I
Oh.
remember
We'll do some research in the break.
I remember it being
You have your
significant
Farmer's Almanac on you?
in South County. No, not currently.
Okay.
South County, I remember being at a friend's pool party a number of times. He had a couple pool parties
Cicadas?
throughout the. It's not they're more common, I think. I thought, but these were like ones that come like every 7 or 16
Yeah,
years.
it was bad.
All they do is piss, shit, have sex, and die, and that's all that they really do. And
it's not that bad of a life.
they're buried for so long. They come out, and that's what they do, and then
I'm hungry.
they're done.
And
That's
you're
their
hot.
life.
Yeah.
And like they're right there, like in the trees and everything, and they make a loud noise.
Why aren't we talking about ass-eating grasshoppers? Asked Tom.
Well, that's the next step.
Speaking of ass-eating
That's how
grasshoppers.
you move a story forward.
Speaking of ass-eating grasshoppers, we have comedy tonight. Southtown Pub.
I was wondering.
Doors at 8.
I was like, whoa, God.
Show at 8:30.
Which
we
one
will
of
not,
these are you going with?
We will not allow either of the two in the bar. That's right. Free Comedy Thursday continues. Our friend Meredith Hopping is going to host it. Purdy B, Sean Dunn, Quentin Wilbert, and Matt Wayman closing out. He's so funny. You need to go see him. It's going to be a great time. I'll be there. Karaoke after. That's right. Free Comedy Thursday. Barb's excited. You're excited. Check us out. We've been running this for over a year. It's packed house the last 2 weeks. Let's keep it going.
It's
Get there
always a
early.
really good
It's
show.
so fun. Literally, like you couldn't move in there last week and the week before. So let's keep that rolling. I know Southtown loves it when you guys come by and supports them as well.
Maybe it is the cicada. Maybe you're
Cicadas
right
come
there.
every
I think it's-
17 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's cicadas.
'Cause
And
I'm
Black
trying
Sheep
to-
wants you to call them ass hoppers from now on.
Who does?
Black Sheep wants you to call grasshoppers ass
Ass
hoppers
hoppers?
from now on. Yes. Don't title this ass whatever.
Eating Grass. No, I'm working it out in my head.
We'll work it out. We'll take a quick break. Gardner gets a menthol. Maybe we'll have some more Travis on the other side. If not,
I like that.
Barb and Carly are here. Love it that they're in. Follow Carly on Instagram at Carly Laughs. Quick break. We'll be right back.